It's weird. You ever have a feeling of being entertained and extremely annoyed at the same time? That's me. I'll tell you how I got there. Here's the thing about conspiracy theories. Two things. First thing about a conspiracy theory is the best conspiracy theories, they have a little piece of truth involved, okay? For example, if I'm some A-list celebrity and I'm out in the midst of the public and there's cameras everywhere and a lot of people moving around and you see me out and about with my lady and everybody, oh, that's ARP and his lady. Because everybody knows me, right? I'm some big, huge celebrity. And I turn towards my lady and I just start screaming on her, cursing her out. I'm talking about calling her the most filthiest words and filthiest terms in the English language, right? And everybody just turns to me and just looking at me like, damn, that's nasty how he treating her. That is verbally abusive. ARP be verbally abusing the shit out of his lady. It's on camera, it goes viral, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's on Twitter. Millions and millions of views of how I talk to my lady. Talk to her like a piece of trash, right? Now, month from there, let's say here goes my lady. She's on Instagram. She takes a selfie. The caption is just regular, just, hey, picture of me today. Happy Friday. And you happen to see like a mark on her neck, right? A scratch or two on her neck, right? The conspiracy comes in. Oh, wait. She's being physically abused. Now, that could possibly be true, right? Because you see me out and about and you see the way I treat her and I talk to her. You didn't see me physically put my hands on her. But when you see the marker, you see what looks like physical bruises, they're going to put one and one together. That one and one right there doesn't always equal two, though. It's a conspiracy. There's a little bit of truth there as far as ARP is an abuser, but there's no proof that I'm a physical abuser. You didn't see me put that mark on her neck. You don't know how she got that, but the internet can run wild with that. That's what Jaguar Wright does. She takes little pieces of truth or hints or behind the scenes stuff that she knows. She throws the spaghetti at the wall and she sees what sticks. And she does it with a lot of conviction. And I believe that she's invested, not just the fact that she earns a living doing some of this shit, but she's seriously invested in her narratives, her lies, her scorned backstory, and her bullshit, right? Here's the second thing about conspiracy theories. People, everybody look in the mirror and try to be honest with yourself. Let's all do it together. Let's all look in the mirror. Let's all look in the camera and say, conspiracy theories often are entertaining. Okay? There, we put it out on the table. We are now being officially honest with ourselves. Okay? First time I heard that our government here was involved in 9/11, I was interested in I didn't believe it, but I was interested. My level of interest is what took me to eBay and what made me start copping up all the Alex Jones DVDs and start learning about the Bilderbergs and Freemasonry and Bohemian Grove. And I said, wait a minute, there's some shit going on here. And I got educated, right? But the entertainment spark was there. The interest was there. Interest in entertainment sometimes is like cousins, if not brothers or sisters, right? So when I personally watch Jaguar Wright, I never put on an interview of hers or watch a clip of hers and try to walk away learning something or try to walk away enlightened about something. Oh, he threw the word enlightened out there. They're going to think that ARP. Being that we're on that topic, right? And I got Jay-Z in the title too. I mean, the thumbnail. Now that I think about it, right? But I never look at Jaguar Wright like that ever. The only time I will ever click that woman is for my entertainment. Ever, ever. That's just why I stand with. I think she's a 100% fraud. This video right here that we're gonna bring up, I got two videos to play with y'all. Two. The first one, I was gonna give myself a disclaimer here, like it involves a deceased child, and that part of it, I'm always gonna be respectful of. I will never disrespect the dead, ever. So, people, as you see my reaction or you hear my words towards this video, please be under the understanding that I'm fully focusing on Jaguar Wright. I mean, no disrespect to a deceased, is definitely a deceased child. But I watched this video a couple times, and when you talk about a fraud operating at their highest, two things can be true. We can be dealing with a very unfortunate situation like a deceased child, as well as somebody that's being a fraud. Now, what disgusts us about people in the world is when they use things of the level, like a deceased child, in the midst of their fraudulent activities and behavior. That's what I came away with this video that's going around right now. This isn't new, but it's going viral again. It's my first time seeing it. And if it's y'all first time seeing it, then we'll watch it together.
Oh, my son. Oh, my son. They're all dead. All dead.
No,
they're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. Fuck you all.
You love them.
Fuck you all.
Stop.
I'm going to restart that in a second. You know what's killing me about this video? Number one, it's on live. That is killing me. And up to this point, I'm going to restart it again. Up to this point, what kills me is the moments where she glances in the camera real quick, glances in the phone to check the live. That right there, it boils my blood. To be such a fraud, like that little quick check that she does multiple times. People, I don't know if y'all are like me, right? But if I'm going through a traumatic or a very traumatizing moment, or I just had something that happened, like let's say the loss of a loved one, God forbid, you will never see me on social media. You won't see me pouring out. Best believe I'm going through it. My close ones, my loved ones, and my immediate family and circle, come check on me. Because I've been there before. I'm going through it. I'm bawling out, crying. I might be tearing shit up. I've thrown, when I was younger, I don't know, it's been a while since I've been in that red tunnel before. And it was something that threw me over the edge. But I've lost that I've been in those rageful moments where you want to break shit. You want to punch the walls. You're putting holes in the wall. I've been in those moments. But the last thing I'm going to do is say, hold on, log in, ITSARP, Instagram, pull this up, boom, live. Okay, start the live, post up the live, put it right here on the car dashboard where it could sit. Okay, let's go. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Still on? Yeah, still on. I'm going crazy. Get the fuck out of here. They say never say never. I say never. You will never see me pull that shit. If you ever see me enraged or flipping out over a loved one or something traumatic, you got to just catch me in the moment or catch me in the street or catch me in public where it happened then. I wish I would cut on a fucking camera and do this for y'all. I'm a fraud. I'm a fucking fraud. And this also loans to like how close she is to that conspiracy theory and spiritual and whatever world of violate. To me, that's a violation. You do what you want with your deceased, right? But in my opinion, I don't want to pull too many punches in here because I'm fraud. In my opinion, if you are going to violate your deceased ashes like that for alive and wilding out on the industry and rubbing them on you and all that type of shit, is this how your deceased wanted to be honored? When you have people that pass away, if they get the opportunity to put in their will or to tell their loved ones, I would like to be cremated or I would like to be buried. I would like a headstone. I would like my headstone to read this, right? If you choose to be cremated, I have loved ones that have chosen to be cremated. And if you get cremated, right, I doubt that loved one's wishes is, yeah, one day on live, when you're snapping on the industry, go ahead and put my ashes on your face or whatever and claim that fuck everybody. No. They be talking about take my ashes and put them in the sea closest to my birthplace, take them to stuff like that. I don't want to get too deep into that stuff because I'm speaking on experiences here. This is violation to me of that particular loved one. My opinion. But I'm going to restart this again. And once again, those camera checks make me sick to my stomach. Sick.
My dear son. on my son, on my son.
We're God's
They're
people.
all dead. All dead.
No,
They're all dead. They're all dead.
She's a good
They're
actor.
all
I'll give her
dead.
that.
They're all dead. Fuck you.
You love them.
She should be doing movies.
Stop.
You're dead.
You love them.
You're dead.
Or that.
They've had your
Another
back
one.
for a long time.
Get in the fucking car. Get in the car.
Love is gonna win.
Get in the car. Get in the fucking car. I'm gonna show these niggas what Helter Skelter. Do you got your phone?
No.
Do you got your phone?
No.
Get your phone and get in the car.
We right here.
I swear to
Put
God,
shades on.
if it takes you more than 2 minutes, if it takes you more than 2 minutes to get your fucking phone, I'ma go in there and I'ma commit murder. I'ma come get your phone. Get your fucking phone.
Why you
I'ma
right
kill
on the
these fucking niggas.
Her and fucking goddamn me, Solar, came to the barbershop where I was sitting resting in peace after the fucking cops was called on me. Fucking bruised me and fucking assaulted me. Coming up here acting a fucking fool. Throwing Giovanni's ashes out the car, calling niggas bitches and hoes. Talking about me, I pulled guns and shit out. I didn't put no gun on her. She didn't tell y'all the truth. She grabbed that motherfucker and said she should shoot me in the motherfucking head.
Oh my dear son. Oh my dear son.
So the documentaries are being made about her behavior. Obviously, that was a little intense for certain people, right? That Instagram video. Like I said, today was my first time seeing that. Some of y'all, it's y'all first time seeing it. I see people in the chat. People are saying that that's demonic or she's demonic. I'm not giving no passes on some, oh, she's having a spiritual based episode. And I'm not doing the drugs neither. Like, I want to know why I'm not doing the drugs? Because I see her all without the tantrum piece of this type of, it's applicable to her. It's so applicable to her, in my opinion. Okay. Here's another reason why playing that and me having the opinions that I have of her without any remorse, as far as like, man, damn, like pull some punches, ARP, is because the type of shit that she's doing to people or she has done to people. I didn't know that she used to date Common. Damn, Common, what was you on, Common? Like, come on, Common. I'm gonna pull it up in the video. Y'all gonna see it too. I didn't know she used to date Common. She used to be with Common. See the allegations that she put on Common? Damn near basically that he's an artist. Didn't she say that Jay-Z allegedly art her as well and cut her with a box cutter and all this type of stuff? She got Ray J, she got Joe Budden, she got Stevie J, but all the stuff that she says about people is always extreme. It's always he's homosexual, and I don't mean that that's extreme based on somebody's sexual preference. I mean it's based on what that person's public perception is, and her putting something that those people don't represent on their jacket. It's always that artist, murderer, assaulted me, assaulted somebody else. She goes on Piers Morgan. I got 3 witnesses ready to come forward about Jay. I got tapes. I got drives. I got pictures. When we were covering her back on the Piers Morgan interview, months ago, what was I saying? Jaguar Wright, if you're here to protect people and you're here to enlighten everybody, how long are you going to sit on these files, these pictures, and these recordings that you claim you got of the same people that you're trying to earn a check doing these stupid ass interviews about? You're entertaining me to a degree, and I get to come up here and vent with y'all. But real shit. How long are y'all gonna let me come up here and say, yo, I got the pictures. I got the video. For years. You saying I got the video. Where's that? You got half of the internet. No, you got a piece of the internet entertained. You got a piece of the internet that actually follows this fucking weirdo. Then you got a piece of the internet, you know what I'm saying, that don't believe her. And I know she sees all the backlash and all types of shit. Her bags getting blocked. Certain people that don't want to interview it, like Vlad, for example, like, you're not worth my political connects, right? So why don't you just come out and make everybody kiss your ass, including me, and drop your video? I would do that live. Like, okay, listen, watch this, y'all. Look what I got. I told you. I told you, Vlad. I told you this podcast and this media and Piers Morgan and Sorry It's True. I told you. Do it. Do it. Do the shit. The fuck are you waiting for? You want to see all these people in jail. You want all these people exposed, but you have the top of the top, which would be hardcore evidence, video, and you don't want to drop it? Stop me when that makes sense.
Jaguar Wright is obviously visibly not well. Documented crisis and breaks. She's being exploited. Also, she wasn't in no rooms, ain't nobody's inner circle, and is making up most of what she says. She's even gotten details of even partially factual stuff wrong, going all the way back to when she was talking about how Uptown started. But more importantly, honestly, she's not okay. Meanwhile, her supporters would suggest that quotes like this from Naima Cochran, a famed music writer, are just...
I'm sorry, folks, real quick. About her actual mental state and saying that she's not well. My opinion, because I've seen people like this before. It's not necessarily that these people have, like, they were born with a mental illness or they were always, funny with their thought processing, etc. You know what I've seen? Especially because she used to be in the industry. She used to collaborate with people. Common is her ex. She used to work with Jay-Z. She's a songwriter. She's mingled a little bit, right? She got to a point and became like this. I don't think that everybody was seeing this in her at the time when she was actually being accepted in certain circles, right? Like she got to a point and she became this. Some people believe that she's a failed artist, and at that point she turned on everybody, and this is all coming from a disgruntled place, right? Very, very possible. But here's the thing about a mental state where people will give you that diagnosis like you have a real issue. And me, I have a different opinion on people like that in her particular case. The opinion that I have is that you got to a point, however you got there, disgruntled, pissed off, even if you was like, we introed the video, had a little bit of truth, and then you ran with it, right? You just, boom, you got on the train and you just couldn't get off. That's more what my belief is with somebody like her. Your position, your stance, the way that you sold this, the way that you actually embellished this and dove into it, it became a part of you. She's not the first person I've ever seen like this. I've literally seen people where, like, even relatives of mine, I ain't gonna lie, where they get so invested in a certain type of lie, and that lie is really part of their personality and who they are as a person, that they have to stay there forever. They have to stay there. They have to act like that. It's no different than a nigga that fronts. It's no different than a nigga that talks different than he really talks when he's at home, right? Cameras on, like, you're just like, yo, there's no way you walk through the door and you talk to your lady and your kids in the house like that. There's no fucking way, right? No fucking way. To me, it's like certain people get so much into their story, what they represent, and sometimes even what they force themselves to believe, it really becomes their personality. Like, I think she recreated herself, and not from some weird like mentally ill position. This is just what she wanted to represent, and she just wanted to go after the industry, and she stayed on it to the point where now she started getting attention, she started getting paid interviews, she started getting a fan base. She started having little examples of truth out there that was able to use for her own little validations. I told you sooner or later Diddy would get in trouble. We all could have fucking said that. Get the fuck out of here. Like, nah, that's what I believe. I don't think she is born like this, B. Nah, she was in Common. You was tripping.
Just another example of people trying to stifle the truth. With Jaguar's name getting dragged through mud in some circles and celebrated in others, and did she ever really have the access to the famous faces that she claims to have so much secretive information on? In order to answer these questions, we need to take a look at her actual resume. Born in New Jersey but raised in Philly, Jaguar was a singer with a powerful voice who found herself working with some of the biggest names in hip-hop. And long before she ever made accusations against Jay, they actually worked together. For starters, she provided the iconic vocals for numerous songs for Hov's iconic MTV Unplugged. When she wasn't working with Jay, she also collabed with people like The Roots, Blackalicious, and Bilal before Jag, who is also the cousin of Erykah Badu, signed a deal with MCA. Released in 1992,
you're gonna see that right now. She got into that whole soul eclectic circle of Common and The Roots and Erykah Badu, and look at the live type of songs that she was doing for Jay. I think she got into that circle, and Common went for it, and he fucked up.
her debut album Denials, Delusions, and Decisions came afterwards, peaking at number 56 on the chart.
And when I say he fucked up, I'm talking about literally. Not just because I'm just like who the fuck is dealing with this loudmouth, weird ass chick. I'm talking about she made him pay for it. The way that she tried to portray him publicly and calling him basically an artist. We'll get there.
Art. Meanwhile, she and Jay were seen together as late as 2004 when she appeared at the second anniversary party for his 44 Club in New York. But shortly after this, things began to go off the rails for Wright. After dropping her second album record in 2005 to much less impressive numbers, the singer has since then only turned in guest appearances from time to time, alongside the occasional single. Now left with a career that's been in a major slump for years, Jag's name only resurfaces when she aims to expose what she claims is the corruption within the music industry. At times, this crusade has even led her to target some of the very stars that she once worked with. This era for Jag really began in 2020, where she made a series of accusations against people that were once in her crew. At one time, Jag was a member of the Soul Aquarians Collective, a group of creatively driven artists who focused on providing a new flavor to hip-hop and R&B by offering a fresh, soulful alternative to the gangsta rap that was dominating the mainstream. But according to Jag, the same type of exploitation and corruption that she accused the industry elites of was just as prevalent within her own circles, including her former collaborators in The Roots. In an explosive allegation, Wright claimed that the members of the Philly group used to help none other than R. Kelly get his mitts on underage individuals, or at the very least, turn a blind eye.
Look at R. Kelly. Look at fucking R. Kelly. The Roots was around when that nigga was in the A room, sending his driver off to go get girls from what was the middle school? What was that? I know they picked up girls from Martin Luther King. They picked up girls from Gratz, and they picked up girls from what was the damn junior high? No, they picked up girls from BAC, from the Bad Girls School up Allegheny. They brought them to the studio. They brought them to Larry Gold's studio. Everybody knew what the was going on in that room, and I was told to mind my motherfucking business if I wanted to keep my career. A member of the Roots told me that ain't none of your business. That man makes people millionaires. Thirsty. I'm gonna tell y'all why I never stunted on his music shit for real.
Considering that the Roots are supposed to be a conscious rap group, this kind of allegation could ruin their entire image. But like many of the people that she's accused of heinous crimes, they've pretty much shrugged it off. The only time that they seem to have even hinted at the claims came when Questlove delivered a DJ set online just days after she made her claims, and seemed to subtly and creatively shade his former friend via music.
She's legal parking. It's no big deal. She's not for real. It's no big deal.
Unfortunately for Jaguar and her supporters, this is generally how most of her claims are met, because no matter what she says, there's a lingering sense that she isn't a credible witness. It happened again when she made allegations against fellow Soulquarian and former boyfriend Common. Back in the day, Jag and the Chi-Town rapper were together, and in a claim that could potentially damage Common's relatively squeaky clean image for a rapper, she said that he moved real shiftily at times.
Goddamn Common. Next thing I know, we go to bed. He like, oh, come on, Jack. No, I'm tired, nigga. I was on the stage all night. I want to lay down. I'm gonna lay down in the bed. I lay down with my clothes on. You know what I mean? I'm a rape survivor. I know how to buy myself a little time. You know what I mean? Just in case a nigga try to get out of hand. You got to pull my pants down. By the time you get my pants down, I promise you, I'm hooking off in your jaw. That's how I grew up. The next thing I wake up this morning, I feel something poking in my face, right? And it's just poking in my face, and I'm what the fuck? And I'm like, and I open my mouth, this nigga trying to stick his mouth while I'm asleep. Lonnie fucking Lynn, Rashid, Common, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. That's why I stopped with him.
As usual, these claims caused a bit of ruckus online initially. But Common soon
we're gonna talk about that in a second.
Looked to discredit her. The former good music artist responded with a lot of empathy and concern for Jag.
Let me say this, man. God bless Jaguar. I really don't have any negative thoughts towards her. I was for surely disappointed and hurt when she said what she said about me because it wasn't true. And I know people that have experienced sexual assault, and that's not anything to just say if it's not true. But I also just understand that she may be going through some things that I don't understand. So in all truth, I went through like different emotions. I was like, man, why is she saying this? This is like not true. Why? Like, how is this going to affect me?
Since then, she has slightly shifted her narrative about Common. However, her claims remain just as accusatory, particularly when it comes to his personal life.
Which is why I broke it off with Common, because I was about to get my shot and I didn't want anybody giving him credit for my work. So it was kind of greasy for Talib to slide in after Common. But I mean, I just wish Lonnie would tell the truth. You're bisexual. Clearly, you don't love black women because all you do is abuse them socially, always clout chasing off of women. Like, come on, what makes him a relevant
She had the nerve to call somebody a clout chaser?
We already got one DP hole brother out there, you know, doing what he's doing. We got Will Smith out there. We don't need
Will.
Despite everything she said about him, his sexuality, and his...
All right, let's talk about that. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's some ladies and definitely some fellas in the building. Ladies, I see y'all. Victoria, I see you. Melly, I see you. I got some more ladies that I saw in here so far. I got some more ladies. Jay in the building. I got some more ladies in here. Glad I got some ladies in here. Sorry, it's True Podcast. We are like no other. We are going to have some adult conversation right now. So, you heard what she said, how she started that. She said, I'm a R survivor, so I know how to buy time. I know how to leave my clothes on in a certain way, and by the time you're trying to pull my pants down, I don't already, boom, caught you in the mouth. I know how to survive an R. That's what she just explained. So she woke up and shit was hitting her in the face. You piece of to put, once again, that on a man. If you have a house party and you go upstairs and you fall asleep in a bed, you go to a house party by yourself, you're not there with anybody, there's no sexual invitations, there's nobody that you went to sleep in the room with, there's nobody you got in the bed with, there's nobody that you text, you talk to, that you invited, nothing, no physical, nothing around you. And you have that same situation, you wake up and something's hitting you in the face. Your claims are valid, shorty. Your claims are valid at that point. Abso-fucking-lutely. Your claim would be valid. But what she just explained was her getting in the bed with her fucking boyfriend. And then you get on camera behind him waking up and trying to get it rocking, and you call him an artist. I don't know how long some of y'all have been in relationships, but that shit happens both ways. Exactly what she just explained. If it's your fucking significant other, your sexual partner, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, your side chick, your side nigga, your jump, your sneaky link, both fucking directions. Grown adult conversation right here, people. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I done woke up with somebody sitting on me and I didn't even know I was hard. Like, oh shit. I done woke up with a woman sitting on my face before. I done woke up with my in somebody's mouth before. Like, oh, that's how you woke me up today? And I'd be damned if you could do it to me and I can't do it to you and you my girl. What? I don't see nobody disagreeing in the chat because this is all grown ass real people in here. Not nobody that's fucking clout chasing saying, oh, my boyfriend at the time tried to do this in the morning, so I'm going to get on camera and call him an artist. She crazy. She's disgusting. That's disgusting to do to a man. A man also that has a public reputation? You get in an interview and you call him an artist because he was your boyfriend and he woke up and tried to get it rocking. What? You come to my chat. She says she was with Jay. Facts. That part. Me too. I'm doing a deep dive on her soon. You should join. I truly believe that was a setup. Right. I wake up my whiz and we get it in. 304. Wake up with it in with it in her. Hey. You're supposed to be fun. I'm absolutely guilty. That's a fact. Word. She's grabbing at straws for real. That part. That's right. That's all you could do is laugh. Right? Laugh my ass off. Dead. My bad. I don't know how crazy my rant was sounding just now, but super facts though, right? Facts. All right. Same. 2 girls got me. Dope. Was he really her man though? She just said it too. She said that's why I had to break it off with him because I didn't want people to think that he was responsible for my success. She just said it here on the couch. She just said it. Yeah. Yeah. I woke up to a hairy cat in my face. Oh, I'm sorry for that. He said that. Oh, that's a problem. All right. I'm sorry about that, homie. How you gonna come and comment like that? Women stay wiping out the whoops without permission in the morning. Yeah. Or whipping out the whoops. Is that somebody from Chicago? The whoops. Shout out to J Main. She's too inconsistent with the truth. I haven't found nothing in my chat yet. She called him an artist. How about this, ladies? If you have a significant other and y'all are sexual partners, whatever category, whatever level y'all are fucking. All right. If you don't get woken up to any type of sexual activity during the course of your relationship, you better go figure out who the nigga's doing that to. Because if that nigga's laying next to you in the bed and he feels like he can't do that with you, best believe he gonna do it with somebody else. And once again, it goes both ways. If every time my lady nudged me or made me wake up a certain way or whatever, like, you know how crazy it'd be if I'm asleep and oh shit, I'm getting head. Am I still dreaming? Oh no, I'm not still asleep. Oh, what's up, shorty? Okay. And if I like push her off, imagine I just push her off. I'm like, no, you can't do that. You're R-ing me. Yeah, she had to look at me like, what? You're weird. You're crazy. You don't know what sexual partners is, or you're fucking some other chick. That's the only thing she could look at me and think. That's the only thing that she could think. Fucking nuts, yo. She's crazy.
However, her claims remain just as accusatory, particularly when it comes to his personal life.
Which is why I broke it off with Common, because I was about to get my shot and I didn't want anybody giving him credit for my work. So it was kind of greasy for Talib to slide in after Common. But I mean, I just wish Lonnie would tell the truth. You're bisexual. Clearly you don't love black women because all you do is abuse them socially, always clout chasing off of women. Like, come on, what makes him a relevant rapper anymore? Who really gives a shit? We already got one dookie hole brother out there, you know, doing what he's doing. We got Will Smith out there. We don't need Common anymore.
See this type of stuff. This is why I don't got no sympathy for her, because she's going on the record and talking a lot of wild stuff about a lot of people. That's why I don't got no sympathy for her.
Despite everything she said about him.
And when I say sympathy for her, I mean as far as when it comes back in her direction, the people talking crazy about her, or if Jay-Z or somebody go and get, how do you say she don't deserve it? She's trying to make a living off of this.
his sexuality, and his true nature behind the scenes, Common seemed more concerned about her getting help than anything else. And whether or not you think that's a diversion, the point remains that when it comes to Jaguar, her perceptive instability is what prevents people from taking her seriously. Across her interviews and in very public outbursts, Jaguar has made it fairly clear that she is unfortunately a woman who is reckoning with extreme trauma. In one of her most infamous incidents, she was seen getting into an altercation at a garage before pouring her late son's ashes all over her.
Oh, my dear son. Oh, my dear son. Oh, my son. Oh, my son.
God,
They're all dead.
no,
They're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead.
Even the tragic passing of her son is shrouded in controversy. In several conversations, she has alleged that his death was orchestrated as a sacrifice meant to send her a message when he refused to betray her. According to her claims, Jay-Z's Rock Nation was once again implicated in the situation.
Your son, he died because of
He
your
was targeted because he's my son.
He
was working on his EP. I bought Dalladelphia for him so he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. He interned at Rock Nation and they approached him to sacrifice me. He got caught up in a case. He went into the system, and then when he got out and got to the halfway house, I moved us here. I saw his death when he was 19. I moved us here to stop it, to prevent it, to avoid it. And it happened anyway.
Following
Did I misinterpret that, people? Did she just say Rock Nation killed her son? Is that what she just said? Did she just say that Rock Nation killed her son as a sacrifice to... Yo, this chick literally has a following of people that believe her and fuck with her. That's insane.
Giovanni's death in 2018 from a gunshot wound in Arlington, Texas, Jaguar began to emerge. And according to her, this is no coincidence. And it's what set her on the path she's on now.
His death is why I do what I do.
When you see Jaguar talk about what happened to her firstborn, it's clear that it still haunts her on a daily basis and was the catalyst for her decision to hold the industry to account. While one of her children is often cited as the reason she risked her reputation and possibly even her life to share her truth, another of her children has dismissed her allegations, calling them the desperate words of a fading star trying to hold onto the spotlight. During an interview with Tasha K, Jaguar's son, Sam Odom Jr., claimed it was a ploy to raise her profile and bring her back to prominence.
As they say, hate the sin, not the sinner.
Mm-hmm.
And over this year and a half, I realized all the wrongs that my mother has struck upon me and has tried to do with me. To an all-encompassing degree, she's attempted to use me as a pawn, a weapon and shield against those whom she hates, including her own family, for her own purposes, to manifest her ideal reality into real life. And that is to be the hit star that she never was.
Media space who's speaking
That's her own son talking about her, huh?
out against her either. After she began alleging that he was secretly gay and had been involved with Diddy's longtime friend Stevie J, Joe Budden also stepped in to share his thoughts on the matter.
What did Joe do?
I think he should come out of the closet.
Hey, Joe is
And
not
I
gay.
think,
Honey.
he's a Diddy to Wapa.
So what you trying to say, Jared?
What I'm trying to say is when it's his take.
Who is interviewing her?
Come out.
In the aftermath of these comments, Joe explained that he felt she was just trying to recreate the level of notoriety that her claims against Diddy brought her, even if there was no validity to them anymore.
She's grabbing the salacious and very obvious headlines and expounding on them with shit. And again, I'm only saying this because I heard her say out of her mouth that she saw a video of Stevie J and Joe Budden. So I know I can say with 100% certainty, that this lady just be saying shit to add to the luster of whatever she's saying.
He wasn't alone in this view either, because for plenty of social media users, they felt that being right about one individual wasn't enough
Shout out
for
to
everything
West
she
with the
says to be
Stupa.
respected. She also said that Lauren
Shout out to
London
D
was an
Hood.
American Idol
Real
contestant
for the
who set up
Stupa.
Nipsey Hussle to be murked. When this whole saga
out
began,
to my
Jaguar
moms,
Wright
my
seemed to be a
members,
woman with a
for the
singular
Happy
cause.
Friday.
And at the beginning, she acted like Hov and Diddy were the ones she wanted.
That's always been my focus. They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
But now that she's got an audience, it feels like she won't let up, and the net is getting wider to incorporate everyone, from Alicia Keys to Mary J. Blige and even supermodels.
You want to know what's funny, though? Yeah. Naomi Campbell is finally pressed.
Yeah. Y'all ain't heard? Y'all ain't
Cruella DeVille is finally being checked.
Hey, I've seen something on that.
Listen to me, any woman that Mike Tyson has to put a restraining order on needs to be checked.
Them is facts. Oh wait.
I keep telling everybody, she the Ghislaine. I'm still trying to figure out how she pulled that off. Where she was able to get a white woman to go to jail for.
Question. That is the question.
That's a bad motherfucker.
That is the question.
As the need to keep feeding the demand for content and remain relevant intensifies, things just keep getting wilder to the point that she's even accusing her fellow critics of Diddy and Hove of just being as devious as them, including none other than 50 Cent.
50 Cent is trying to take down Diddy.
No, he's trying to move Diddy and Jay-Z out the way so he can run it. And the truth is, I ain't mad at him. I just don't trust him. Because the truth is, he would just be another kind of monster in another kind of way. He don't want things to change. He just want to be the one that's running it. See? Easiest thing to do is to take your enemy's feet and hold them to the fire for things you know that they won't admit.
Where it once seemed like she was on a crusade to bring two people down, Jaguar is now functioning more like a content creator and speaking on issues that are way beyond her grasp. More recently, the death of Liam Payne, which she again tried to link back to Puff.
But the thing is, they say he went on his own. But there's two other things that I considered as I speculate. This is all my speculation. None of this is true yet. But what if somebody told him he had to jump off? What if he would have rather jumped and be out, Or maybe imminent danger was there. And it's alleged that only escape.
With Jaguar now being known more as a conspiracy theorist, it looks like she'll never be known as anything else by the vast majority of the world today. As while they tune in to see her dish dirt on the latest celebrity in her crosshairs, it has completely overshadowed her talent as an artist.
Yes, it has. And she deserves that. She deserves to have her talent overshadowed. And yeah, that is a great way to put it. Oh, yeah, she got Ray J too. I forgot about this one. But that's the boat that we're going to put her in, people. She's a content creator. Okay. And like I started my stream, for anybody that joined late, we went into the whole breakdown of conspiracy theories and why they do what they do, especially on the internet, and why we tune into Jaguar Wright. If you have any common sense to you, you tune into her purely for entertainment. I watch a lot of fuck shit on the internet for pure entertainment. When I was younger, I would spend hours on World Star Hip Hop alone. Fuck shit. And it entertained me. Okay. That's the only thing this woman is good for. At least I know it's bullshit that I'm watching. You ever sit there in front of a shitty movie or how about a shitty series, like a shitty Netflix series? And maybe you get to a point where just invested in like halfway through the season. You're like, yo, this isn't good, but you still finish it. You're invested in it. You're like, I'm not invested in her. I'm invested in my entertainment. You know what I'm saying? If she never made another video or did another interview, I wouldn't miss her. You know what I'm saying? At least if I'm going to put her where she deserves to be, which is a content creator and somebody that is using this to feed herself and pay her bills at this point, at least the Charleston Wright to the I have 1 million times more respect for Charleston White than I do for her. Every other interview, Charleston White will remind people like, this is just an internet persona. I'm here getting paid. I'm tricking on y'all. This is Charleston White is a character. Like, at least he'll. I feel like he believes some of the shit that he's saying, right? But he will show you so many times that I'm getting paid off of you motherfuckers. And yeah, we consume content for entertainment. Whether we agree with it, disagree with it, or categorize you as a truth teller, a whistleblower, or a fucking fraud. Just categorize the person the right way. That's all I ask. All right. Shit. Common had to learn the wrong way. Happy Friday.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.